So guys, what we have over here, you can see on the left side, we have three pin mode commands. Pin number 3 declared as output, pin number 12 declared as input, and another pin number 12 command. For example, like we can also use the pin mode command to internally pull up the resistor. So if you use this command called internal pull up, then you do not need a 10K resistor. Now see over here, the LED is connected to pin number 3 over here. See, and the button input is connected to the pin number 12. Like see, button is a device which will send data to the Arduino. That's why the pin number 12 must be declared as an input pin. Like basically it is receiving the data. So pin mode will define the direction of the pin of the Arduino. So its input whenever it is receiving data from something like button, and its output when the pin is sending the data like to an LED. LED cannot send data to the Arduino, but Arduino must send data to the LED. So that's why pin number 3 must be declared as output. Now we have programmed this in a way that first the pins are defined, then whenever we check the button 1, we read the button 1, that is pin number 12. If the button is high, then it will execute this code. Now we run this code, it's already working. I click on the button, the LED blinks. See, it's pressed, LED is blinking. If I leave it, it stops blinking. See, if I press it, it blinks. Hello guys, welcome to learning microcontrollers. In this lecture, we will be learning why we use the pin mode command in Arduino IDE. So let's get started. So guys, just go to the Google. Instead of this time going to the PowerPoint presentation or going to some hardware, we will go to a free simulator tool called WalkV. So this tool, WAKWI Arduino simulator, I found it randomly on the internet, turned out to be very useful. It's a free tool. You can use it to simulate your projects. So go down. Now here you can see Arduino ESP32, STM32, PyPico. It supports all 4. So go to the Arduino Uno, and then after that there are some projects already built. We are going to start from the scratch. Click on start from scratch, select the Arduino Uno. Now there you can see on the left side you have the same environment like you have in the Arduino IDE, or you can also write the code in the Arduino IDE and paste it over here. And on the right side you have the hardware which you can simulate. Now to understand the pin mode command, first of all you have to understand something called what does output and input means. So that is the syntax of the pin mode command. You write pin mode, and inside the bracket, first of all you define the pin, like whatever the pin is. After that, suppose the pin I select is 10, pin number 10. And after that, you write either output or input like this. I'm just writing it, it's just for example. Basically, you can either write one of these. Now, what it means, what is the output here? Now, output means devices to which you will send the data, like an LED. An LED relies on the Arduino to send it the data to work. Like if I send high, the LED will turn on. If I send low, the LED will turn off. That's an output device to which the Arduino sends the data, like another Arduino. So this Arduino sending the data to another Arduino. The another Arduino is the output device. Now whichever pin is connected must be declared as output. Now to declare a pin as output, you write output. Now in case something is sending data to the PIC, like input means. Now what input means? Input means is that if any sensor module or any other microcontroller is sending the data to your PIC, like you are receiving any command digital data through the pin number 12, then the pin number 12 must be declared as input to receive the data. So this basically pin mode command defines the direction of the pin. Pin mode defines the direction of the pin. Now this is simply a one-liner definition. This one is the definition of the pin mode command. It defines the direction of the pin, either it is output or input. So if it's input means it's a button connected, or a sensor, or a module, or another microcontroller from which you are receiving the data through the digital channel. Now this is how we define this command. Now let's use this command. So first of all, since Arduino works with hardware, so first of all we define some hardware to know how it's gonna work. So first of all, I go to add new parts. We take an LED, I place it here, then we bring a resistor or anything. Okay, let me see where the resistor went. Did I collect it or not? Okay, I didn't click it. Just click on the resistor. There you go, the resistor. Okay, make it to 20 ohm. This resistor, the safety resistor is not required in, you can say, simulators, but I am in the habit of using a safety resistor to make my hardware safe. So this curved pin is the output pin. To this you will connect your safety resistor like this. From the other end you take to any pin of your Arduino. Okay, I take the pin number 3 for the LED. Now other pin is the ground pin, just connect it to the ground like this. Now in this way your LED is connected. Now see, the pin number 3 is the pin. Now we go there. In the pinMode command, first of all we remove the pinMode command. We just directly write the code. So I write here digital write pin number 3 high. Okay, pin number 3 is high. Now after that, to make it blink, we have to make it go low. Copy paste it and make it low. In between the two, we use a delay. I give a delay of 500 millisecond. Now copy paste this. Now there too, another delay. Now what we are doing here is that we want the pin number 3 to turn on for 500 millisecond and then turn off for 500 millisecond, and they keep on repeating forever, like LED on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Now no pinMode command, we just run the simulation and see what happens. Okay, the simulation is working, LED does not work. Although the code is correct, you can even ask the chat GPT as well to tell me is this code is correct. It will say it is correct. Why it's not working? Because the direction of the pin is not defined. So we define the direction now. Now we use the pinMode command. Let's remove these comments. Wait, let me zoom in. Okay, let's remove this comment. Okay, pinMode, pin number 3 declared as output, not input. So pin number 3 is declared as output. Now, okay, let's do the opposite now. First of all, we make it input. So pin number 3 is not defined but defined as input. We run the simulation. See, simulation working, still the LED not working. Although we have defined this pin as input. So it's an input pin. It means it can only receive data. Like if the LED was supposed to send the data, it will receive it. But LED is an output component. It cannot send the data to the Arduino. Arduino will send data to the LED to turn it on. So again, now we do what we have to do. Since LED is an output component for Arduino, we declare the pin number 3 as output. Now pin number 3 is declared as output and it is programmed to send high and low with a repetition, with a delay of 500 millisecond each. So I click on run. Now see, the LED is blinking. So that is the task of a pinMode command, to define the direction of the pin. Now let's do another example, this time for the input. So now we go to the hardware and we bring in a button. Now you can use any button you prefer. I will use this push button. There you go, the push button there. Okay, first of all, you need a 10K resistor either connected in pull up or pull down configuration to make this button work. Let's make some space for our button. Okay, sorry. Okay, this is fine, no issue. Okay, we go to the left here. You bring in the resistor. This resistor will be of 10K. It will define either when the button is pressed a 1 is sent or a 0 is sent. Now it is up to us. We can define it using our connections. Now you common these two pins, they do exactly the same. So you connect this pin over here and this to the ground over here. Now see, if the resistor is at the grounding end, it means it's a pull down resistor. So pull down resistor means that whenever the button is pressed, a 1 will be sent. Now the other pin, this pin, you send to the 5-volt supply of your microcontroller like this. So in this way, your button is connected in the pull down configuration. So now the button is connected. From this pin, you will take out your output, and for Arduino, it will be an input. So you can use any pin. I will use a pin number 12. So the pin number 12 is declared as input pin. Now what happens is that I go to the left. We read the button first. Now to read the button, you have to take an integer variable to read the button state. I call it B1. Now here we read whatever the button is sending. We write B1 equals to digital read pin number, which pin the button is connected to, pin number 12. Read pin number 12 like this. After that, if pin number 12, that is B1, is double equal to high. Like I told you, I have connected the 10K resistor to the grounding side. It means whenever the button is pressed, a 1 will be sent. So if the button is pressed, like the pin receiving the data is high, like button is pressed, then you execute this loop. If not, then if the button is not detected, this bracket is wrong. I make it this way. So this is the bracket you use here. Okay, like this. Else keep the LED low like this. So that's a simple code we wrote here. Now we added a button. Now see, we have not defined the button using this command. We run the code, see what happens. See, LED is blinking, button is not in effect. I press the button, nothing happens, like it's not connected. Because we have not initialized the button pin. Now we initialize the button pin. Okay, there you go. Okay, now what I do is that I make it pin number 12 as input. There you go. Now pin number 12 is declared as input pin because the button is connected to this pin. Now I click on run. See, the LED is blinking because I think it is not supposed to blink. I think I have done it wrong because I have not used this button build before. I think these two are common, but how it defines them? 1 1 1 2. Okay, I got the issue. These two pins are common and these two are common. So we connected the wrong pins. So these two go there. These two go there, and from there we connected to pin number 12, I guess. Yes. Now run. Okay, see, it's working. So it was just a problem with this component on the simulator, not with our coding. Now take a look here. Now we have defined the input pin, that is the pin mode 12 as input. Now since the pin has been declared as input, the simulation is running. The LED does not turn on until this button is not pressed. See, once it's pressed, the LED starts to blink, else it do not blink. Now, the purpose of this lecture was to give you an idea of what the pin mode command is. And I guess you got some idea how the pin mode command works and what it is. Now, another option the pin mode command provides is the pull-ups. Like you can also write here input pull-up, this one. Now input pull-up, this pin allows you to get rid of this 10K resistor. If you use the pull-up command, then you do not need to connect this resistor. You directly connect this pin over here and that pin to the ground or to the VCC. So in this way you can also use this. I will make a separate lecture on that because this is getting too long. So guys, this is it. I hope you guys learned something from this lecture. If you have any questions, please do ask. We'll see you in the next lecture. Goodbye until then.